Hey, what's up guys? Mary here, and I am here with Forrest, and you're going to show me The Flame and the Flood today.
Yeah, that's correct. It's a game I've been working on for the last year and a half, about since we kickstarted, and we're getting very, very close to release, so I'm just kind of traveling around right now to show it off to folks and give them an idea of what we've got coming.
Yeah, and now this is, you'll have to help me with the definition of this type of game, because I would consider it more of like a survival roguelike-esque game, because it's got procedural generation and permadeath. Once you die, you have to kind of start over.
Yep.
But it looks like you can continue if you want to end and come back to it.
Yeah, so there's checkpoints along the way, like not that you can return to, but more so if you quit and come back. And that's like the normal way to play it. We also, with this release, we haven't had this in early access, but we've introduced like a easier difficulty mode for the campaign, which itself is also new. And there are like actual checkpoints that you can rewind to if you're playing in the easier mode, just because not everybody really likes that sort of process of dying and starting over from the very beginning. So if folks want to play the game just because they like the music and they think it's, they like the art, it's a little bit easier.
A little bit more forgiving.
A little bit, although I still watch people when they're playing it kind of pancake within, 15 minutes of starting a new game on the easier mode.
So we're going to start right now then, and are you going to continue?
Yeah, I figured since the game sort of builds up over time, I'm going to continue and hope that we see some more wildlife than what you see early on. I don't really know where this save game was left off, so I guess we're going to find out.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. So tell me a little bit of the backstory of what you're doing here.
So right now, I guess the stuff that we're skipping over is at the very start of the game. Like in the menu, you see the skeleton in the bag, and the dog drags the bag away from the skeleton. And then when the game begins, you see the dog dragging the bag through the woods, and he comes to Scout, which is the character you play as, sitting at a fire. He brings the bag to her. If there's a radio in it, she checks it, and there's a garbled signal. So your first goal at this point is to find high ground so you can hear this signal, and the hope is to find some sort of help, other people, something like that, because she's basically fully alone in the wilderness.
And the player doesn't really understand what she's doing out alone in the wilderness either. Like, she's all alone. She's got nothing but this raft, a dog, and some supplies that she's finding along the way. So is there any more explanation to like what you're doing out here? Like what happened besides obviously there's clearly a flood and something went wrong?
So that's sort of, that is something that unravels over time, particularly in campaign. You do find along the way various little bits of story, and you encounter people and have conversations with them, and they sort of fill in a bit of what happened around the world.
So right now, the players watching you in real time, you move your raft around, you got to avoid rocks or you can harm your raft and yourself.
Yep, that's correct.
And now you've just found a docking point to explore, get more items, things like that for survival?
Yep, that's the idea. So I stopped at a camp. I'm going to shoo that crow away. And camps are rich in certain types of supplies. Let's see. It's nighttime, so I'm passing a rabbit hole right now, which is why this, you'll see like little tutorials and stuff pop up. Mm-hmm. They only ever happen the first time you play. But right now, let's see. I'm going to check my inventory because I'm starting a new game. I want to see the stuff that I've got. All right. I'm actually, let's see. I'm going to eat some mulberries that I collected earlier.
Okay, yeah, I can see your hunger bar at the bottom, thirst, your body temperature, so you can't get cold maybe when it rains and things like that.
Yep, and it gets colder at night too.
Okay.
I'm actually...
And then fatigue, and then there's also above your person, she looks a little beat up, her eyes look pretty sad there.
Yeah.
You can see a stamina bar.
Yep.
And that'll change probably when she's fighting somebody maybe.
Yeah, so when you sprint around, like you can see that's it's going down. But actually I'm going to... This is kind of our equivalent of audio logs. They're quilts. This actually came from one of our Kickstarter backers. We had a design a character tier. And one person didn't really want to design a character. She just asked if we could put a quilt in the game. So we're using these as sort of a storytelling thing, where you can find these quilts and find these little stories in them. And they're actually written by Joe Fielder, who was one of the writers on BioShock Infinite and is currently working on Underworld Descendant.
Now, a lot of you guys have great pedigrees. You yourself used to work at Original Games as well.
Yep, yeah, all the team did at one point or another.
And you were a level designer?
That's correct. I was the lead level designer on the team.
So what inspired you guys to kind of break away and make this one?
Well, I mean, the simplest answer is Irrational downsized and we were out of work. All right, let's see. There's a boar over there.
Oh, he's coming after you.
Yes, he is. I kind of irritated him. I don't really have enough supplies.
To fight him?
Yeah, so combat in this game is largely based on
He's
traps.
still following you.
All right. Oh, all right. Well, I'm near a fire now, so I'm a little safe. Like, he's gonna kind of stay away.
Okay.
So I can collect some stuff.
Looks like you're cheesing him a little bit.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Sorry, I cursed. I think I'm supposed to keep my language clean. Yeah, he startled me.
They'll be fine.
Let's see. You know
We curse
what?
all the time.
I'm gonna run out of here because I don't have the stuff that I need to make a trap.
And if you, now obviously, there was a rabbit.
I do
hanging out.
have...
There's another rabbit right there.
Yeah, so let me see if I can find...
But if you become injured, you don't have a lot of options, right? Like you basically, you need a splint to find, or can you make items as well to heal yourself?
Yeah, you can make items. So there's nothing that can happen to you that there isn't a solution for. But like a big part of learning the game is learning that, like learning what you need to carry with you. All right, let's see. Hey, bunny rabbit.
Are you gonna try to scare him in towards the trap?
Yes. Boop.
Great.
All right, there we go.
A lot of people might find some kind of similarities with this, with Don't Starve or something, where you're kind of like constantly fighting the elements, but you have added a really great story element to this as well. So not only are you trying to survive, but there's obviously something else going on in the world that's continuously happening that you get to return to and keep trying to find more information about.
Yep.
And that probably keeps the player more interested, because it can get really daunting just constantly trying to live. And then once you find out how to live, what's the motivation to keep playing?
Well, so that's part of, there's a couple, like there is just endless mode, and a lot of people, like that's what's been in early access, and a lot of people are just playing it just to see how far they can make it. And we've seen people make it at incredible distances that I wouldn't have predicted were possible. But then in campaign as well, there's, like right now I'm just trying to get down river. You know what, I'm actually gonna, oh no, all right, I'm driving really poorly right now.
Okay, but this is really good to show everybody this new element that I've never seen in a game before, which is not only is it a survival game, but now you have like this live action sequence where you have to dodge, and you're able to kind of shift your boat really quickly. It does take stamina though, does it not?
Yeah, you basically get 4 boosts, or 3 depending on the difficulty that you're on.
When you hit some rapids, you gotta be really quick to action.
Yeah,
to see.
yeah, and really the idea of the river is it's a force that's always pushing you along. I'm gonna stop here because there's a really good chance that there's water, and I will really need water. But yeah, like much like an actual river, ooh, and I'm gonna be able to make some tracks too. You can't really fully fight the current, you just sort of need to work with it. And that was one of the sort of the key ideas of the river, is like as you're traveling down, you're seeing these different locations and deciding like where are the important ones, where do you need to stop.
And there's a risk and reward with stopping as well. Like you'll find items, but there's also the potential that you'll run into a boar or a wolf or something that could really hurt you if you're not prepared.
All right, so I'm just gonna eat this garlic because I don't need anything else to do with it.
Okay.
And there's actually, let's see, there's a couple things here that are useful. So I'm gonna grab some saplings. I'm gonna go over this well and just fill up my water jar.
Great.
You know what, actually I'm
You
gonna
should probably drink it.
Yeah, I'm
and
just
then
gonna
fill
drink
it,
straight.
yeah.
Yeah, the well, you only get one use whenever you find a well.
Oh, that's a shame. How do you know? I've seen sometimes you find water and it's not clean. Well, that lady looks great.
So this is also randomly along the river you can find NPCs that might help you out a little bit.
She just looks really nutso.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'm gonna kind of zip through this actually.
So this might not be story related. This is just a random generation of someone who can help you?
Yeah, so basically NPCs either like fill in some backstory around the world, or they do show up in like the main campaign, or they can offer to trade. Like in her case, if you select a story to tell her, I forget what she gives you. She gives you something. I think she made a trap or something. So
Okay.
I think I'm gonna get that. All right.
Because you told her an amusing anecdote.
Yes. All right.
I assume she's a heavy Southern roll. We get to fill in with our own imagination.
Yeah. We really didn't want to do voice recording for this. Mostly, there's like a lot of things that we've elected. Oh, cool. There's another well.
Great. But there is some tremendous sound design. So where there's not character audio, the audience will probably hear right now, there's beautiful music in the background with lyrics. You guys chose lyrical background music, which is a great touch to kind of help with the loneliness the player might feel.
Yeah, and I thought it was like a nice contrast with the quietness of the game. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, working on the music was great. We actually had just sent the musician Chuck Reagan a long list of sort of, words that were associated with sort of feelings and ideas that we wanted to convey in the game. And all right, I'm gonna eat this whole stack. And he wrote an album based on that, which is coming out very soon. Actually, if folks are watching this and are on the East Coast, he's gonna be touring in February, playing a bunch of venues in the Northeast.
Awesome.
If they happen to be from Boston and you see the show at the Sinclair, I bet you'll run into the whole Molasses Flood team, which is all of us.
Now, does your dog have what else does your dog help you with?
So he calls out, objects like threats in the world and things that you can collect, and he also serves as like an expansion to your inventory. And one of the nice things about him is when you die, when you start over, anything that was stored on his bag, you start out with. So when you're sort of in the death throes, it's a good idea to kind of go into your inventory and figure out like, okay, I want this spear trap in my next life, so I'm going to move it to him.
Got it. Well, that's an interesting touch because you guys take some liberties with the realism of this game. I know, like, if you break your leg, let's say, and you use a splint, you're like magically running again.
Yeah, like we tried to, like, everything's supposed to be based sort of in, like it comes from a place of authenticity, but there's certainly like fudging here and there for the sake of gameplay. But there was like a ton of research that went into just figuring out like, well, what are the plants that you
Can not die from.
Yeah, or like what heals you, like
Okay,
you
great.
collect things like aloe for a burn.
Do you have to conduct research to know these things, or does the player already come with a lot of this information?
The player, like this info is in the journal right from the get-go.
Okay.
You do unlock recipes, like you get little pop-ups as you collect all the supplies needed. Oh crap.
Ooh, this is a tough one.
But yeah, there's not sort of research that you need to invest in. But yes, as recipes become available, they alert you in the HUD that now you can make this, now you can make that. You know what? I'm actually doing in good shape, so I'm going to kind of bomb down the river. I'm going to see if I can make it to high ground. I don't think I'm going to have time.
Looks like there's some more rapids.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to stay out of them a little bit because I'm a little bit of a weenie, and I don't want to die.
It's pretty dangerous. Oh, you got...
I am going to go over here.
Okay, so you can loot in the water, and it's kind of prompted by those little circles that let you know, little highlights.
Yeah. Like if you look closely, it's a little red shopping cart actually. So you can keep your eye out for the shopping carts.
Your dog at the helm.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and there's another one. So that's in a whole mess of debris right now.
It's visually a very beautiful game. There's obviously been a lot of work into the details of this. How many people do you have working on that?
The total team size is 6.
Okay,
so
small.
It's really, the art team is 3 people. There's our art director, Sink, who's the art director on BioShock and BioShock Infinite. And he kind of makes all of the, like all of the textures, all the models that you see in the world. And then there was Chad, who is the environment artist, and he sort of puts it all together in the world. And then the last member of the art team is Gwen, who does animator. She's an animator and does a lot of tech art. So really, like the world that you're seeing like the actual pixels on the screen were built entirely by 2 people.
Yeah, it's really tremendous, and they've done a great job with keeping the water in the same style as the game, which I think is a lot of times something that's more difficult than you might think. It's not, you've done a good job. Nothing else in the game is realistic. It's got a really brilliant art style that's fluid throughout all of it, and you still found a way to make the rapids look completely different than still water.
Yeah, well, and we wanted that to, it is challenging because there's like an inclination with, you know, especially we're using like the Unreal Engine, there's all these sort of like water plugins that just make like super realistic water, but that was like maybe the easiest way to go. Let's see.
Oh, no, she's got water droplets coming off of her because she's wet.
Yeah.
And you can also see that because there's a little icon above her saying she's currently wet. Now, what's the one on the right that's a shirt that's got an arrow below? Does that mean
that means I'm ill-equipped.
Okay.
And what that means is that the air temperature is much lower than the heat rating of my clothing. So if I look here, like you can see over on the right, I'm wearing like cotton pants, light boots, like basically starting equipment.
Right.
And the air temperature is way lower than my gear rating, so I'm getting colder. I'm actually going to
get some sleep
for just a minute, which will also dry me off and warm me up a little bit.
Right, and it's good. It's letting you know ahead of time when you're sleeping how hungry and how thirsty you're going to be when you wake up. So you have to give yourself some rest, but maybe not as much as you would like. 4 hours is not enough for a young adventurer.
No. I'm getting pretty hungry. I'm going to see, can I...
Did you eat that rabbit already?
No.
Do you need to cook it in a campfire?
Yeah, I was going to make a campfire and cook it up. Oh no, what did I use that I needed?
Oh, to make your fire?
Crud. I used something. I was like, oh, I'll just make the hammer. Oh, my flint.
Okay. How hard is it to obtain new flint? Because it's all random, right? You should know you should know your odds.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna run out of here actually and look for a camp.
Okay.
Actually, a camp will always have a lit fire too, so I won't even need to make one.
And how long would you say? Because you're saying you can save it and you will come back to the campaign in a ballpark. So there is an end game, like there is a winning solution to the campaign. How long does it take to get there?
I think it takes around 4 to 5 hours once you really know what you're doing. You know, I don't think many people are going to sit down the first time that they play the game. Yeah, like I'm sure people who are playing in in early access will be able to because they know the game really well. But that's, you know, part of the idea of it is it's knowledge based. You know, you figure out how to play it over time. I'm gonna try and bomb down river faster.
That is
I'm gonna use the rapids.
Dangerous game you're playing. Oh my god.
I think I got it.
Oh man.
Uh-oh. Ah, crud.
That's unfortunate.
No, it's fine. I got it.
You got
no.
This. Oh no.
No, I don't got it.
All right, so what kinds of things do you lose items ever, or you just harm your boat and possibly yourself?
If it's a really hard impact, there's a chance that it'll delete a random item from one of your inventories.
Oh, that's a shame.
Find flint here. Otherwise, I'm getting pretty hungry. I don't know if I'm gonna find flint. This is one of the, we're still working on a couple little performance issues.
And you mentioned before, because like, this game is pretty close to being done, but you're obviously still tweaking a few things here and there.
Some very minor stuff.
Especially on, this is the Xbox version, but this game is also coming out on PC.
Yes, that's correct. All right, I am going to, while I'm here.
Oh, make another trap, eh?
Yeah, well, there's up at the edge of the screen right now. Let me just pan the camera up a little bit.
There's a wolf.
Yeah.
You definitely, I didn't see him.
Oh, there's actually a couple wolves.
How can you see them? I only see
one.
Is there one sleeping behind him?
Yeah, there's one sleeping behind him. Let me see if there's a third, because I think, I'm gonna go back to the raft real quick, and I'm going to, I think I've got what I need to make. Yes.
You're getting items from from your boat
Yeah, I
that you
picked
didn't
up-
have room to hold.
Yeah, so I keep a lot of like crafting items on my boat, just because I don't.
Does your boat get full too? Do you ever throw away items?
Yeah, eventually. Let's see.
All right, so you gotta aggro him.
I'm just gonna toss this out there first.
All right.
So I don't have two going at me. So that's now poison meat.
Oh, that's pretty mean.
All right. Oh no. Oh, there's 3 of them. Uh-oh.
Okay.
This isn't good.
What's your plan?
My plan is probably. Oh, come on, buddy.
Get him to go into the trap
Yeah, my plan is to try and get as much as I can from these guys.
while running. Oh! I missed the impact, but he is super dead.
Yes, and I'm just gonna
Jet,
bail out.
go.
All right. And I don't know if I'm gonna find a fire.
Well, you're
So-
pretty hungry.
I'm going for it.
Oh yeah? Is it fresh? Fresh?
All right.
Okay, you got sick.
Yeah. So that's not
That's
good.
unfortunate.
Like, what do I need to sumac
I
tea?
saw Into the Wild. It's not good.
All right. I actually
You have a parasite. Ew.
I have sumac, and I have water. But now I need a fire if I'm gonna
Okay.
make some tea.
Which you still don't have flint.
Yeah.
How
which
long
I still don't have flint.
can you have a parasite? I saw your vision go hazy for a little bit, but it looks like it's gone now. So it's,
No, I still have it. Like you can see, like right over my little stamina bar, there's
Yeah.
like a little throbbing thing there.
But it won't make you visually. It won't disrupt you.
No, those happen like when you get an affliction or
Mm-hmm.
when you're about to die, or when they're about to advance. All right.
And what kind of? Oh my gosh, that was.
I got
so risky.
some delicious grubs out of that. Though.
All right. And you're
So-
still hungry?
Yeah. So one of the things that if you have afflictions, they actually make your stats drop. So eating raw meat gives you like some amount of health.
Oh no, and your cotton t-shirt's not having it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
This
you have a
isn't-
lot of stuff.
Oh wait, but there's a camp.
Okay.
But it's gonna rain, which means I can't start a fire, but I can get the flint at least.
You have a
Oh
lot.
come on. No. Oh crud.
You're having a lot of problems.
Yes, I am. No, it's good. I got this. It's under control.
All right, you're officially wet.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bus. I know you can sleep in those.
All right.
All right, you're gonna dock here.
Yeah. Okay.
Often has flint, always has a lit fire.
Although, well, that's kind of incorrect because the fire would be
raining?
lit if it weren't raining.
Okay.
Oh crud. Oh. Come on, buddy. All right. Let's see.
And you have, you guys are pretty much feature final, but like you said, you're still tweaking a few things. There's a few hiccups here and there that you guys are gonna finish, but you guys are pretty much close to.
Yeah,
to
we're down to
shipping.
like just sort of performance issues and whatnot at this point. Oh no.
Oh no, a big mean boar.
Yeah. God, just leave me alone, dude.
You're
I
not
just-
having any luck today.
I just
He's
need
right
to-
there.
Oh crap. Oh, I got the flint.
You got lacerated.
Oh no, I don't. Crap. I've got a full inventory.
You've been lacerated. You're wet. Your T-shirt isn't working, and
Yeah.
you have a parasite.
All right, I'm getting out of this boar's way for a little. All right, he's gonna.
You
They're
look-
very territorial. He's
Your-
gonna lose interest in
Did your
me.
animation change because you have so much crap going on?
Yeah.
You just
All
look
right.
sad.
I'm gonna eat these grubs right now. So I'm feeling pretty good because I just ate a bunch of grubs. Okay. All right, that cleared out a little space.
Oh, you look so sad and defeated.
Oh, let me see. So I'm gonna see. All right. So the intestinal parasites you just work through over time, but they make you get hungrier faster. The laceration I'm gonna need to deal with because if I don't, I'm gonna get an infection, and if I don't cure that, I get sepsis, and sepsis will kill me. No, come on.
I can hear the boar.
Yeah, no, I know, I can too.
There's some
No, dude, just
dangerous
Just give me.
situation. Oh, he missed you.
Yeah. All right. I'm out. No. All right. Forget it.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna have time to deal with him. I mean, maybe I might be able to build a trap.
You're building the items before you can actually build the trap itself.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right, boar friend. I'm gonna take a little vacation from trying to survive just to kill you. because I want your valuable boar meats.
You are hungry
I am very hungry.
and sick and tired and almost dead.
All right, come on, dude. All right, yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh man. All right, so now you're gonna build a fire?
You know what? Actually, because let's see. Yeah, let me.
Come on, she looks terrible.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna make a fire. All right.
She's wet, sickly. Oh, you get to sit next to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna warm right up. That's
is a
gonna
nice animation.
cure my wetness. Gonna eat some cooked meat.
Great. So many things have gone well.
Oh no, I need 2 sumacs. Uh-oh. All right.
Oh,
To make the tea.
oh, so you're not sick anymore.
Yeah, so I'm gonna live with the bacteria for a little while longer.
Can it ever go away on its own, or you have to solve it?
No, so if you look at like when you look at your afflictions, you can see there's these little progress bars.
Right.
And if there's nothing at the other end, it's just gonna go away on its own.
Got it. Just like real diseases.
Yeah,
Problems.
exactly. Well, yeah, kind of.
Sicknesses. You
Like
have an
some go
opportunity.
away.
Sometimes it just goes away.
Yeah.
You can risk it.
All right.
Ooh.
See, look
Make
at this.
some clothes. You have.
I don't have any stitching kits right now, but let's see.
But
now I'm just tired.
Going well. I mean, things are coming up, Millhouse. You got
Yeah.
a lot of good stuff going for you. Well, this is a really great intro into this game. When-ish do you think people can expect to see it on shelves?
We'll have an announcement very, very soon, but I'm shooting for some time next month.
Okay,
so
so very
soon.
soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
So a nice Valentine's release, possibly.
Something like that, yeah.
Sweet. Well, Forrest, thanks so much for showing us the game. That was The Flame and the Flood. You guys can expect to see that on PC and Xbox One pretty soon.
Yep, absolutely.
Sweet. Thanks a lot.
Great, thank you so much.